Hello, good day everyone. Today our lesson is all about addition and subtraction of rational algebraic expression. So welcome to Math Galing. So in addition of a rational expression, to find the sum of two rational expressions, use a procedure similar to that of addition of two fractions. So we have if P over Q and R over Q are rational expressions, then P over Q plus R over Q is equals to P plus R all over Q. Dito makikita natin we are about to add two or more rational expressions if they have same or common denominator or similar denominator. Let's have an example number 1. So given 3x over x minus 5 plus 4x over x minus 5. So take a look at the given equation, the given rational expression. Observe muna natin what is the denominator. Do we have the same denominator or different denominator within our given addends? So sa first addends natin, we have our denominator x minus 5 and the second one is x minus 5. Therefore, this is considered a similar fraction or similar rational expression, then we may able to add our numerator. So, gagawin lang natin, copy natin yung ating denominator since magkapareho yung ating denominator, copy lang siya, parang nasa fraction lang tayo. Then we are going to add the numerator. We have 3x plus 4x. Then yung ating 3x and 4x are similar terms, so pwede natin siyang i-add. So we have 3x plus 4x, that is 7x, then all over x minus 5. So this serves as the sum of our example number 1. So let's have an example number 2. Add 4 over b squared plus 2b minus 8 and b over b squared plus 2b minus 8. So tingnan nyo muna ang ating denominator. Okay, observe natin mabuti. Same ba yung ating denominator? Then the answer is yes. So if our denominator is equal to each other, so pwede na natin kopyahin yung denominator. Yan. So copy lang natin ang denominator, magiging b squared plus 2b minus 8. Then, a-add na natin yung nasa numerator. We have 4 plus b. So this is almost our answer. But then, since we have the denominator as trinomial, then we are going to factor out the denominator. And let's see if one of the factor of our denominator is the same with our numerator. Pag nagkaganon, kung meron kapareho ang ating numerator sa denominator, then pwede natin siya i-cancel out. Magiging 1. So, check natin. So, copy muna natin yung numerator natin na 4 plus b. Then, ipapactor natin yung denominator. So, if our denominator is a trinomial, ipapactor nyo muna para malaman kung meron ba sa mga factors ng denominator is the same with the numerator. So, dito, check natin, meron bang 4 plus b na factor ang ating b squared plus 2b minus 8. So, pag pinactor natin siya, gamit tayo ng 2 open and close parentheses. Sa factor natin ng b squared, magkakaroon tayo ng b times b. And then, we have negative 8. So, use different sign. Gagamit tayo ng different sign. Kasi negative yung ating letter C. Atong 8, negative. Kaya use different sign within the factor. Then, yung malaking number within our factor, lalagay natin sa positive sign since positive ang ating middle term. Ito, positive. So, yung factor ng 8, malaking number as factor ng 8, ilalagay din natin siya sa positive sign. So, the factor of 8 is 8 times 1 or 4 times 2. So, yung 8 times 1, pag sinubtract natin, so hindi tayo magkakaroon ng 2. Ngayon, sa 8, sa 4 times 2 naman, another factor of 8 is 4 times 2. So, doon tayo may difference na 2. So, gagamitin natin factor is 4 times 8. 4 times 2 para maging 8. So, yung 4, ilalagay natin sa positive sign since mas malaki ang 4 kaysa sa 2. So, dito naman yung 2. So, this serve as the factor of our b squared plus 2b minus 8. Ngayon, we have within the numerator 4 plus b. This can be written in b plus 4. So, pwede natin isulat siya as b plus 4. So, yung 4 plus b, pwede natin isulat na b plus 4 all over b plus 4 and b minus 2. So again, pag tayo ay nasa fraction, merong numerator and denominator. It's the same with the rational expression. The operation involved is division. So we may able to read this as b plus 4 divided by the quantity b plus 4 times b minus 2. So, ibig sabihin, pwede na natin i-cancel yung b plus 4 na nasa numerator since the same siya as factor, as one of the factor of b squared plus 2b minus 8. So, matitira lang natin as we factor, as we cancel, ayan. So, ibig sabihin yan ay divide b plus 4 divided by b plus 4. So, the answer is 1. Hindi siya 0. So, then, yung magiging final answer natin dito is 1 over b minus 2. So, this would be our final answer. So, let's have our example number 3. We have add x over x squared minus 1 and x over x plus 1. So, observe natin yung ating denominator. So, kitang-kita naman natin na ang denominator natin ay magkaiba or different to each other. Then, therefore, we are going to use the LCD. Hanapin natin yung ating LCD. What is the LCD? Or the least common denominator of our two given rational expression to be added. So, the factor of our x squared minus 1 can be written as the factor of x minus 1, x squared minus 1 is x plus 1 and x minus 1. So, this is under sum and difference. Yan. So, ito yung kanyang factor. Okay, so we have plus x plus 1, yung other denominator, then x sa taas. Okay, so we have 3 binomial as our denominator, x plus 1, x minus 1, and x plus 1. So our LCD to be used is, so ang gagamitin natin LCD, yung x plus 1. So pareho lang yung dalawang x plus 1. So isang beses lang natin siya gagamitin. then x minus 1. Okay. So, punta na tayo sa numerator. Now, since our LCD is the denominator of our first addend, so kakopy na lang natin siya. So, lalagyan na lang natin ay x. So, this serve as times 1 yung ating x na yan. Kasi nga, yung denominator ng ating first addend is the same with the LCD. Yeah. So, lagyan natin dito with the LCD. Pag pareho yung ating LCD at denominator ng ating addends, then kakopy na lang natin yung numerator, which means times 1 lang siya. Okay, plus, so sa ating number 2, we have second addends natin, x over x plus 1. So, hindi natin isasama yung denominator na x plus 1 sa ating LCD. So, i-multiply natin yung ating x sa x minus 1. Again, dahil ang denominator ng ating second addends ay x plus 1, so automatic yung wala sa LCD, i-multiply natin sa numerator. So let's proceed with the result. So this becomes x plus, distribute lang natin yung ating x dito, magiging x squared minus x all over x plus 1, copy na lang ng copy yung denominator, x plus 1 and x minus 1. Then, masisimplify natin yung x. Similar siya dito sa negative x. Yan. So, pwede natin silang i-combine. So, we have x minus x. So, makakancel siya, magiging 0. So, copy na lang natin yung ating x squared. Again, mawala na yung x and other x dito kasi nga ay x minus x is 0. Yan. So, x squared all over x plus 1 times x minus 1. So this would be our answer. So next is subtraction of rational expression. So same procedure with the addition, the only difference is the operation. This time subtraction means minus na yung gagawin natin. So we are going to subtract rational expression if they have same, common, or similar denominator, which is sa fraction, tawag na ay similar fraction. So, pwede natin siyang tawagin na similar rational expression pag may parehong denominator. So, let's have an example. Let's say we have 10c over c squared minus 12 minus 5c over c squared minus 12. So, again, consider nyo muna ang denominator. So, the denominator, pareho sila, equal to each other. So, copy na lang yung denominator. Magiging c squared minus 12. Pag pareho ng denominator, kinokopya lang. Then, add or subtract the numerator. So, since nasa subtraction tayo, so subtraction ang gagamitin natin as operation. So, 10c minus 5c. So, dito, ang ginagalaw lang ay nasa numerator. Sa numerator lang ginagamit yung operation. So, we have 10c minus 5c. The answer is 5c over c squared minus 12. Okay, so ito na yung answer natin. So, hindi na natin kailangan i-factor yung ating denominator kasi nga, ang ating numerator naman ay one term only. So, walang chance na magkaroon ng factor ang denominator natin na c squared minus 12 equal to our numerator 5c. Kaya hindi na natin ipapactor si c squared minus 12. So, understood. Ito na yung answer natin. For example number 2, 9 over x minus 2 minus 3 over x. Okay. So, lagi ang reference natin, tingnan ang denominator. Look at the denominator. So, these two denominator different to each other. Magkaiba yung denominator. So, again, pag magkaiba ang denominator, we have to look for the LCD, or least common denominator. So, understood, ang factor, ang ating denominator is x minus 2 and x. Walang common sa kanilang dalawa. So, this will be used as our LCD. So, kopyahin lang natin siya. X minus 2 and then x. So, ito na yung ating magiging LCD kasi nga wala namang common sa kanilang dalawa. Okay, proceed na tayo sa numerator. So, 9 over x minus 2. So, yung denominator niya na x minus 2, hindi na natin gagamitin na multiplier sa 9. So, ang gagamitin natin multiplier sa 9 is x. Magkakaroon tayo ng 9 times x. Okay, so yung x minus 2, pareho sa denominator ng 9, kaya hindi siya gagamiting multiplier sa ating 9. Minus 3, copy muna natin ang 3. This time, yung x ang denominator niya, kaya hindi natin gagamitin ng x as multiplier sa 3. Multiply na lang natin siya sa x minus 2. Yan. So, yung iba, ginagamitan nila ng cross product or cross multiplication. So, yung ganito. Yan, same lang yan. So, ang tawag dyan ay cross product. We have 9 times x, that is 9x, minus 3 times x minus 2. So, ito yung ating numerator dun sa part na yon. Then, all over, yung product naman ng denominator, x minus 2 times x. So, ito yan. So, kaya, kung meron kayong natutunan na cross product or cross multiplication, so, pareho lang yun dun sa ginagawa natin. Okay, so, simplify na natin ang numerator. We have now 9 times x is 9x. Then, distribute natin yung 3. So, you have to include the sign of 3, which is negative in sign. So, pag sign ang tinanong, positive or negative. Pag operation ang tinanong, addition or subtraction. Pwedeng multiplication or division. So, itong minus na to, this time, sign, kaya siya magiging negative. Kasi sign ang tinatanong. So, negative 3 times x. So, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 3x. Then negative 3 times negative 2, we have positive 6. So again, dinistribute natin yung ating negative 3 sa x, kaya naging negative 3x. Dinistribute ulit, negative 3 times negative 2, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng plus 6. So sa distribution, ang operation is multiplication. Yun. Okay, so minus 2. Pinakopya lang natin ulit ang denominator natin. Then, we will proceed now with our final answer. So, simplify natin 9x minus 3x. So, similar terms silang dalawa. So, pwede natin siyang i-subtract. So, we have 9 minus 3. The answer is 6x. Copy lang natin yung 6 kasi nga hindi naman siya similar term. So, plus 6 all over x minus 2 10 times x. So, hindi rin natin pwede i-cancel yung x sa numerator and x sa denominator since may operation na addition ang ating numerator. So, this would be the final answer for our example number 2. So, let's have example number 3. Find 1 over m minus 1 minus 1 over m plus 1. So, laging doon ulit tayo mag-start. Check natin ang denominator kung equal to each other, kung similar ba silang dalawa. So, since hindi, again, look for the LCD. Nagamit ulit tayo ng LCD. And our LCD is m minus 1 and m plus 1. Automatic, ito na yung denominator natin. Ito na yung gagamitin nating LCD. Kasi wala naman tayong common sa kanila dalawa. So, pwede natin gamitin yung cross product. So, this becomes 1 times 1m plus 1. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 1 times m plus 1. Then, minus the operation 1 times m minus 1. So, distribute lang natin yung 1. We have 1 times m. The answer is m plus 1 times 1 is 1. Next, gamitin natin yung sign. What is the sign of our 1 dito sa part na to? The sign is negative kasi minus 1, so negative ang sign niya. Distribute natin dito sa m na to. Yan. So, kasama yung 1, we have negative 1 times m is negative m. Then negative 1 times negative 1, the answer is positive 1. Again, positive 1 siya kasi negative times negative is positive. Next, copy lang natin ang denominator. Wala naman tayong kailangan baguhin sa denominator. Again, ang denominator natin is m minus 1 times m plus 1. This is called the LCD. Yung naging LCD natin. So, simplify na natin yung numerator natin. So, we have m minus m. So, the answer is 0m. Okay, so hindi na natin susulat ang 0. Next, 1 plus 1. Yung sagot doon ay 2. All over our m minus 1 and m plus 1. Okay, so this serves as our answer. So, thank you, Matt Gali.